Welcome to episode number 3 of DuckTales. I'm your host, Brandon George, and let's get into it. Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. It's been awesome. It's been fun for me, actually. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. And this week's video, it's going to be a short one. Don't have a whole lot to talk about. The weather, like last Thursday, Friday, started turning cold on us. Saturday, we had highs in the mid to upper 40s, and I ain't fishing in that kind of weather. So didn't do a whole lot. Did some running around looking for some training ponds and some places to possibly fish. But nothing real exciting. The weather's looking better for the second half of this week. Gonna start warming up. Maybe a little bit of rain, but if it's warm, I can deal with that. So hopefully we'll get a couple fishing trips this week and able to put some fishing videos up for you guys. Just gonna spend the week doing a little bit of retriever training, keeping these dogs ready for duck season. Retriever training, a little bit of preparing for this weekend's fishing trip. I got some line to put on some reels, and want to do a couple things to the kayak to make that a little better for the trips. So like I said, not a whole lot going on. This episode ought to be pretty short. Do have a fan question this week, and our fan question comes from Ryan George, who happens to be my brother. So Ryan, thanks for sending in the question. Appreciate you watching it. Not gonna read the whole thing, but essentially his question is, what do you do if your duck season is unusually warm? What do you do? How do you find ducks? Well, the first thing I'll say is, if your duck season is unseasonably warm, bring a fishing rod. I haven't done it yet, but I might. If the ducks aren't flying, fish. You can still enjoy your time out there. But honestly, ducks and geese, for that matter, are a migrating bird. So, if here in Pennsylvania, if we don't get cold weather, the birds aren't gonna move south, and we're gonna have a really, really hard go of it, harder than it normally is. For whatever reason, Pennsylvania doesn't get huge numbers of ducks. We get some geese in the eastern part of the state, but not like Arkansas or even Maryland, upstate New York. We just don't get the bird numbers. So around here, you really got to work for it. So the weather's unseasonably warm, which is going to mean there's a lot of water available for the ducks. So the limited amount of birds that we have are going to be spread out over a greater area. They're going to have more water. So the best thing you can do, and like I said in the first video, I'm not an expert at this. This is just things that I've picked up from listening to other people and trial and error. So the best thing to do is, you're going to have to spend a lot more time scouting, a lot more time driving around in the truck, driving around in the boat. You'll have to look for the birds more. So you just have to find them. Or go to a different state, go further north. It's going to be cold enough somewhere to push birds out. So if you have the means and the time to do it, and for instance, in my case, if the birds weren't in Pennsylvania and I had the time and the money to do it, I could travel north. I could go to New York, go to any state above Pennsylvania, and look for the birds. Warm weather is going to mean more water, so the birds are going to be spread out over a greater area, and the concentration of ducks and geese isn't going to be the same. So Ryan, I hope that answered your question. Appreciate you asking. If anybody else has any questions, by all means, send them through in the comments. I'll keep doing these. If you have ideas for longer form video, more topics for an entire episode, let me know. Drop it in the comments. I'll take a look at it and see if I can't put together an episode for it. The whole point of this is to share the little bit of knowledge I've gained, and take you guys through my process of getting better at hunting ducks and geese, fishing, and training dogs and all this stuff. So again, appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. If you haven't followed me on social media, I'm on all of them. Appreciate you giving me a like. Appreciate you subscribing to this channel. That means a lot. It's gonna help grow the channel, help get more eyes on this thing. So hope you have a good week, and we'll see you all next time.